All right, guys, how's it going? Now, before I get into this video, I just want to let you know that I'll be hosting a live stream on here at 1 o'clock UK time this afternoon. All right, so it'll be about an hour or something like that. If you want to come along, we'll have an answer about all things LFC and anything else that takes your fancy. I don't mind. There'll be no live stream this evening because I've got plans, you know what I'm saying? Which reminds me, I must make sure I've got some aspirin in. So yeah, that's it. That's my schedule for today. So this video is about Alexis McAllister, right, and Real Madrid. Now, where do I start? So, as you know, I review the Spanish football dailies every day of the week for you. I like to keep an eye on players that we've been linked with. I like to see what they're saying about our players. And I also like to keep an eye on former Liverpool players like the legend that is Iago Aspas at Celta Vigo. But every time I check out the Madrid newspapers, the two newspapers in Madrid, football newspapers, I'm always looking to see if they're mentioning Alexis McAllister. And there's a reason for that, right? So Jose Felix Diaz is, in my opinion, the best journalist, the closest journalist to Real Madrid, right? Think Paul Joyce and Liverpool. And a few months ago, I can't remember how long ago it was, a couple of months ago, or whatever, he started talking about Alexis McAllister and Real Madrid. At the same time, Alexis McAllister's father was talking about his son and Real Madrid. And Jose Felix Diaz said, in relation to that, and it was sarcasm, you know, like he was alluding, he was like, just by sheer coincidence, the exact same day that Alexis McAllister's father is talking about his son and Real Madrid are holding an internal meeting about potential transfer targets, and they're discussing Alexis McAllister. Now, one thing I want to say to you, right, is that wasn't a meeting exclusively about Alexis McAllister. It was about, you know, a number of potential targets. So I remember looking at that thinking, oh, he's alluding to something here. Not long after, a few days, a week or something like that, then there was an article or something by Jose Felix Diaz about Real Madrid's interest in Alexis McAllister. So because of those things, I started keeping an eye on it. And I've always thought that next season, not the transfer window, but next season, that we would see Alexis McAllister mentioned quite a bit with Real Madrid. He has previously said, when questioned, he was questioned by some Spanish journalist or something, Spain one day, would you play in Spain one day? And he said, why not? Right? So he wasn't saying, oh, I want to play in Spain one day, it's my intention, you know, blah, blah, blah. He was just asked the question, yeah, why not? You know what I mean? And you can understand that. So I think we're going to see him mentioned with Real Madrid next season. So we'll see. So I keep an eye on it. He's mentioned today, but very, very briefly. And the good thing is that every time they mention Alexis McAllister, they always say in the next sentence, but he would cost too much money. You know how Florentino Perez likes to work at Real Madrid, right? They do not like spending money. So the interest is there, but they know he would come at an outstanding price. And let's be honest, Liverpool, they don't want to sell him. There's not a suggestion for 1 minute they'd sell him. But everyone's got, you know, a price. Every player in the world is available, right? It just depends on the money. So in today's article, I'm not going to read the article to you. It was basically saying how Real Madrid need a midfielder. And I've just got little snippets from the article. Zubimendi is no longer an option. The search continues. Miami confirmed it. Madrid are missing a playmaker. It's the elephant in the room. They urgently need a brain, a conductor, because they drew 1-1 the other night. Remember when Trent made his debut? A creator is missing. Signing one is essential. And the match against Al Hilal made that crystal clear. Alonso wanted Zubimendi. He asked for him. But Arsenal have now taken over that pursuit. And since then, no obvious candidate has emerged. Sure, lots of players are admired. Rodrigo has long been a dream target at the Bernabeu. And plenty of people speak highly of McAllister and Enzo Fernandez. But they're very expensive players involving utopian negotiations. On the cheaper side, none of the names really convinced. Stiller was seriously considered, but has now been ruled out. So for now, Madrid must wait. So, as you know, Real Madrid are participating in the Club World Cup. That's worth 100 million, right, to the winners, which is more than winning the Champions League for less games, for half of the amount of games, 7 games, I think. And Real Madrid are taking that competition extremely seriously, all right? Perez wants that tournament, or that cup. They want to win it. They want the money, basically. And that's why they signed Dean Huijsen early. That's why they paid the money to get Trent in early, right? They really, really want it. Now, the reason I can hammer that claim home is that the football dailies that I read here, for weeks and weeks and weeks, the front page is often about that tournament. And when you get into the Real Madrid section, for example, it's always talking about how much they want to win the tournament, right? So I'm sure all the clubs want to win it, but Real Madrid are just really, it's a big deal out here, right? I don't think it's really that much of a big deal in England or not. I don't know. Maybe it is if you're in it. Anyway, so I really don't want Real Madrid to win that tournament, because in my mind, I keep thinking, imagine them friends of ours with another 100 million, you know? And I don't know. I don't see Alexis McAllister going anywhere anytime soon, to be honest with you. But Real Madrid are good at, you know, destabilising and getting in the, you know, the heads of people. You've only got to look at Canate now, I think. And if they win the tournament, then they might get a little bit naughty. I don't know. And the last thing you want to do is you know, even if McAllister stays where he is during in the summer, which I think he will, I can't see him going anywhere. You don't want Real Madrid to get in his mind, right? Because that can affect a player during the season. It really, really can. And then, you know, reports left, right, and centre, speculation. It can really have an effect on other clubs, I think. So that's one reason why I don't want Real Madrid to win that tournament. So I know the video is probably not a very exciting video, but I'm not here to excite or to entertain. I'm here to tell you the facts, the wrath of facts, if you like. And he does keep getting a mention, but every time it's always, it would be too expensive. So I think that's a good thing. I don't know about you, I think it's a good thing. There's no point waffling on it anymore. I don't think anyone's going to be you know, too alarmed by the fact that McAllister's mentioned again today. But I monitor these things, and I watch for the little patterns and mentions and who's saying it as well, all right? And it's continuous. It's just there, you know. And maybe if they got a big boost, 100 million, maybe they might just start getting in his head, because I do think McAllister will go to Spain at some point. But I'm not concerned, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to tell you what's been said. All right, I'll leave it with you. I'm sure the comments on this video will be like, it's not for sale, so they can fuck right off. And I agree completely. But once they start, you know, putting the fucking feelers out there and stuff, it can affect things a little bit. So I will keep an eye on it for you. I've not made videos, you know. I know that there's people on here on YouTube that would make videos like, are Liverpool about to lose Alexis McAllister to Real Madrid? And, you know, like, well, oh my God, you know, thumbnails like, you know what I mean? I'm not in the market for doing things like that, guys. I don't do that with you. I don't want to make a big deal out of it. What I'm saying to you is I'm watching the fuckers, all right? So let's just see. But I do think we're going to see Alexis McAllister mentioned with Real Madrid quite a bit once the season's underway. I just a hunch, you know what I'm saying? So I'll keep an eye on it for you. I'll speak to you later. All right, live on here at 1 o'clock. Thanks to those of you that do support my YouTube channel, my squad, my channel members. They're the people with the footballs next to their name. They're royalty around here. Thanks to them, I'm able to go to the cafe in the morning, get a couple of coffees, subscribe to all these newspapers for you, all right? And I think over the last year that we've done that, I think it has really, really helped us, to be honest with you. I do. It's something different. So thanks to those of you that do that. Thanks to those of you that do buy me a coffee using the love heart under the video. I always give a shout out to you guys in my morning briefing, which I'm about to record right now. And that goes on my other YouTube channel if you want to watch that. The link is in the video description. It's just youtube.com/Duncan Oldham, and it'll pop up on the screen in a minute. So thumbs up if you appreciate the video, if you like the video. If you want to get me a coffee, you can hit the super thanks button. or a beer. I'm having a beer on Sunday, all right? But yeah, comments most important, to be honest with you. All right, guys, I'll keep an eye on it for you. Speak to you in a bit.